It wasn't a kind voice, but it wasn't a mean one either. It was just a voice. A human voice. And in that small moment, I realized that all the stories we told might not be the whole story. I decided right then that I wanted to know more. I wanted to know the real story of the man on the corner. I started stopping by Arthur's house. Not every day, but once in a while. I would say hello. I would ask about his roses. At first, he would just nod or give one-word answers. It was like trying to open a door that had been rusted shut for years. But I kept trying. I brought him a coffee one morning. He took it without saying thank you, but he drank it. Slowly, like a flower turning toward the sun, he began to open up. He started talking. It wasn't about the weather or the town gossip. He started talking about a time long before he lived on Maple Street, a time when he was a young man in a uniform. He told me about the war. He spoke of sounds that never left his memory, the sounds of bombs and shouting. He described the friends he lost, young men who went to sleep one night and never woke up. He talked about the fear, a cold thing that lived in his stomach day and night. He told me he learned not to get close to people because people could be taken away in an instant. His stories were not grand tales of heroism. They were quiet, painful memories that had followed him home. Memories that had built the walls around his heart long before our town built its own walls around his house. He explained that loud noises made him jump. A car backfiring sounded like a gunshot. A knock on the door felt like an intrusion, a threat. He preferred to be alone because in his mind, being alone was being safe. His anger, the thing we all saw, was just a shield. It was the only way he knew how to keep the world at a safe distance. He wasn't trying to be mean. He was just trying to survive the war that was still raging inside his head, a war that no one else could see or hear. He was a soldier still on duty, guarding a post that only he knew existed. As I listened, I saw a different man. I no longer saw the difficult neighbor. I saw a young boy who went to war and never quite came home. I saw the pain he carried, a weight so heavy that it bent his shoulders and hardened his eyes. His gruffness was not a sign of a bad heart, but a broken one. He had seen too much. He had lost too much. And all this time we had judged the man he had become, without ever wondering about the boy he had been. We saw the closed door, but we never thought to ask why it was locked so tightly. I knew I couldn't keep Arthur's story to myself. It wasn't my story to hold on to. It belonged to the town,